Do we know if Juan is coming? Gavin, do we know if Juan is coming? Do we know if Juan is coming? Juan? Yeah, actually, yes.
Oh, she just mentioned Juan Guzman to me yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
I go, I've seen the name come up in emails. I go,
But
who's
you haven't
Juan?
met him, okay.
I know another Juan. I just don't know his last name, and I wonder if it's the same one. But
No, okay. That's fine.
okay. Well, when you guys are ready for me, she gave me notes.
Well, yeah. that's-
Join us.
You're sure you're not sick, right, Gavin?
Right. Oh, that nice. The lady. Wow, the pictures are really good. I saw it before.
We have to have 3 people on the block.
Yeah. Not COVID, just like the flu.
COVID.
COVID, yeah, you mentioned after the,
Yeah,
the.
so I was super kind of staying in for 25 minutes.
But-
And then everybody was tired anyway, so that worked out. We have been offered Johnny's for Christmas again.
That was so good last year. That was
Well,
so good.
He apparently thinks it's good and he offered it to us. So we are December 13th. The holiday party for the area will be at Johnny's.
At the Wilkendale.
No,
Johnny's.
Oh, like we did last year.
Yes,
Oh, that was wonderful.
yeah, Shaul
We had-
offered it to us.
Good. I must have volunteered, but I ended up, yeah, you were there, and I ended up staying. I packed so much food.
No, well, there was just so much.
We could have had 2 parties.
Oh, yeah.
I packed up so much food. I was like, oh, I had to take this home, take this home, take this
Start
home.
forcing people.
Oh, I
but a
never.
lot of people brought desserts.
A lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
It
then
was
there was so
fantastic.
much food, so people ate a lot of sliders and salad and
It
they
was,
kept bringing it out.
oh, it was wonderful.
So-
And the fire, it felt like Christmas time, you know?
Well, thanks to David getting the heaters going, because they didn't seem to know what they were doing, so I'm gonna tell David, bring your toolkit. Be prepared. It's
December
cold
13th.
out.
Jamie Fox's birthday. All right, you want me to read what the notes?
no, we haven't started yet. It's
Oh,
still-
I'm sorry,
yeah,
okay,
we just-
apologize.
we
It's
just-
6:54.
Yeah, I mean, we got
We're
it.
a little early.
People might be zooming in.
Well, we're hoping. I was telling Gavin that we had a lot of accomplishments, but one of the things we didn't do was increase the participation, and I know that's something that
Yeah.
you feel strongly about, and you have so many people come to your meeting.
It belongs to everyone, and why even, I talked to Paul and them, and I'm always, in fact, I invited him today. And, Paul, and they need to get it out to their neighbors, because, I mean, all they need to do is cross Arlington, and they've got this ability to participate. And when there are, yes, movies in the park, and when we have the Halloween parade, she'll be back.
The Halloween
Oh,
parade, yeah.
She's doing it again, so.
I like the kiddie stuff. I've done the haunted house for 20 years, and I've always, just as a parent and as a teacher, these kids are traumatized, and these parents are dragging them through, they do everything. And I've always wished that we did like a Casper friendly ghost, like a smaller one, where the little kids would go through. When I see the kids screaming and yelling, and I'm like,
They could do something in the area out there
well,
early.
we're gonna do, again, we'll do the pavilion for the kids,
Yeah,
the little kids.
Does
It has to
you
have
know,
something.
pumpkin carving, anything. Be fun.
So-
And that
Oh, there's
parade,
David.
and the parade is for little kids.
Wasn't that fun last year?
Yeah, well, she doesn't live here because they can't afford it, but they are gonna do it.
The day before or
I'm not sure if Sunday or whatever, because Halloween's on Tuesday, I think.
Well, when you did the New Orleans parade at the festival, that's what it reminded me of.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, wait, but they weren't the same musicians, you know, the moms that
So we
played.
have a
I was
special,
like,
they were a special band that we got for them. In fact, we're gonna probably get them every year because it was a real showstopper and people enjoyed it.
well, when
The
I
New
did,
Orleans man? Yeah, that was great. When you guys walked down and then.
And they were very good performers and
well, I knew her brother before I knew her because I was the production manager at Fox for the NAACP Image Awards. And Bob was the publicist, and he was the godfather of the Black community, Black Hollywood. I mean, everybody, you picked up the phone, you called Bob. And so I had talked to, I'd go to the NAACP. He would see me, and he'd go, and he'd have the head table sitting right, you know, and it was just fabulous. And then I moved in here, and I didn't recognize, remember, Donna, he wore the bucket? And I didn't recognize, and then one day he was talking to me like he knew me, and I'm like, hi, and I go, Bob Jones. I was like, what are you doing here? He goes, I live here. But every year at the Image Awards, we would have that parade come through the audience. Oh,
That's great. Hey,
that was
Allison.
great.
We're not yet, haven't started yet. We're just kind of chit-chatting. Hey, David.
hi, David.
Hi.
Al,
We're gonna give it till about 5 after.
Oh, she's on mute. Does she know that?
No, it's okay.
I do. I was just, yeah, it's okay.
So he recognized you and he told you to come up.
Yeah, and it was interesting to know him personally and know him as her brother, and you know, and God, it was a very humble person because, and at his
You never talk
funeral,
about your brother.
all the people that spoke at his funeral, it was like amazing.
Is this the one that died at 10th? Is he the one who died at 10th and Avenue? No, that's mine.
that was my oldest brother.
Oh, okay.
No, he actually had a stroke in the garage.
Oh, no, really?
I told them, leave him alone. And you know Billy Green's son was the captain at the fire station, and he came.
Really?
He came out. Paramedics and the fire.
Yeah,
So, small world.
yes. How you doing, David?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I heard you're on your way back to Tahiti.
And yes, I'm mostly acting as a Sherpa this time.
A chauffeur? Tell me
Sherpa.
about that.
Sherpa, I'm carrying stuff. to-
Sherpa, so you're carrying?
Yes, I'm carrying stuff.
Wait,
They've got a
that
whole bunch of parts that they need. So he's over here visiting and he's carrying two suitcases and I'm carrying 2 suitcases.
Oh, wow. Sounds about right.
Of course, I
Okay,
get to go to a lovely place though.
Oh, yeah.
David, I was about to ask, can I get in a third suitcase?
For sure. I've got a backpack. Can you fit?
I'm gonna do my best.
Oh. So I don't know, if we'll just put the committee on hiatus until somebody steps up, you know,
It's the best we can do.
yeah.
Once people start to realize they're not going to get anything if they don't.
You saw, I sent that email to move on.
So, yeah.
We'll wait up a little bit.
You may have to send it to a couple of somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, he responded right to
Right
you,
away.
right. So,
Because Mike was on it.
yeah, well, I put Mike on this one too.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And if not, I have the feeling that he really didn't want to attend the meeting, he wanted to send a staff person, but that's what I kind of phrased it, and I was gonna say, we'll still bring in that guy Oliver to your big meeting.
Sure, we love
But Don't think you're gonna
That's what I'm
start
gonna
meeting
ask
with us.
them, yeah, exactly. We need the decision makers.
Yeah.
Can't have that. What do we need? Somebody else who can't do anything.
I think he's on some kind of power trip too.
It just seems,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Before he was with Kimani and this zero traffic program.
mhm,
So they had a whole thing, they were going around to all meetings, so it wasn't an issue.
mhm.
They were a part, they were introducing the topic for West Adams going toward Culver City.
Mhm.
So his assignment was to see the people. Couldn't get out.
Utopian Bengals.
Well, I love those boards if you just want to do that. I mean, I really like the roundabout with beautiful planting, but if we could just get those
Start
boards.
with one thing, put it in the gourd.
Yes. Oh, Michael Kimball's.
No, you're finished. Go ahead, please. Thank you very much. That's pretty special. We passed.
I don't know how many more people can get.
We can start.
Yeah. Hey, Michael.
This is a closet carousel. You would have all your clothes on this thing and you can rotate it back and forth until you figure out what you want to wear.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Now,
now we can.
Okay, all right, good.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. You want to take it from here, Donna, or you want to?
okay, welcome everybody. Thanks everybody for coming and always appreciate it. Anybody who'll come out and be a part of what's happening at our local park. So we're gonna call it to order now.
And we're gonna share the agenda. The agenda is a welcome, call to order, general public comments for 1 or 2 minutes. We'd like to welcome our new park director who unfortunately is ill, so she's not here. She does have a staff member, but maybe we'll do the welcome at another time. We also are going to talk to Alyssa Curry, who's going to discuss with us the STEM program that we've been lucky enough to get a grant to do this pilot program. And then we're going to talk about transitioning, how Don and I are stepping away, and hopefully someone new will step in. So we'll start off with any general public comments.
I'd like to mention that this December, we're getting one of the snow evenings, not snow days, but a bunch of snow will be brought to Benny Potter Park, and we will have a opportunity that some of the bigger parks have gotten in the last year. So it's actually happening here at Benny Potter in December. There'll be hot chocolate and other, I'm not sure what, because it's not my program.
The last one, we did the icing. What is his last name? Bob on 10th Avenue. He's the regional Starbucks manager for Los Angeles. He donated the hot chocolate to Starbucks.
Well, I'm not sure, but we definitely might look at him and the neighbor that helped us with.
The pastries.
Yes, so maybe that might happen too. So we'll have to see where it's going.
Oh, they're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
Vanning. So the council district is bringing in the
Is
snow.
bringing the snow here, and what else they're doing, I haven't, I was hoping that Eric would, but if not, we'll ask him about what's happening. But we're definitely getting it, and the date, I'm not even sure, but I do know it'll be after the 13th, our meeting, so it'll be sometime between that and the holiday.
And that's great, because I don't think we've had a big snow day, I think the last couple of years, when we had the pandemic, but they did in Lemire Park, but we haven't had a big one here, so that's great.
No.
Longest time.
Yeah.
No, a very long time. We have had snow before, but very small amount. I think they do a pretty big program. I didn't go. But they've changed it from being during the day. It will be in the evenings. All of them will be in the evening and it will be decorated and a little bit more
Oh,
festive. So they're calling it a snow evening, rather than a snow day in the neighborhood here. So that's something exciting I wanted to share. As well as there's going to be our Halloween parade, and I'm still waiting for her to give us all the details. The lady that ran it last time, so the Halloween parade will be happening again. Probably the weekend before Halloween. And that's all I have.
Okay, and then I have a quick update. This weekend, CD10 is doing a cleanup, starting at Western to Normandy on Washington. If you're interested in participating, it starts about 8 o'clock. They're meeting at the council district office at 1819 Western. And then they're gonna do a day of service of cleaning from Western all the way to Normandy. So if you guys know that block, or those blocks, there are some RVs and abandoned cars. So if you're interested in participating in a cleanup day, day of service, that's going on. And that's all I have. Anybody else have anything for public comments? All right, so we'll move to our first agenda item. Astrid is we're lucky we have a new park director. Yay, but unfortunately, she's sick. So we're gonna have another opportunity to welcome her, probably have a little reception here in the South Seas House in the next month or so. But Gavin is here?
From her?
Okay. Oh, just a second, we have a hand up. Yes, Michael. Can't hear you. You're on mute, Michael.
Yeah, sorry. I may be confused, but didn't we just get a new park director like 2 weeks ago?
No, it's the.
Oh, same girl.
Yeah, but this is a
Okay, okay.
the Parks Committee, so normally she would come in and give us an update and we.
Okay,
Talk to her.
I thought this was somebody new again.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
no.
sorry. Okay.
But Gavin is staff member. Why don't you introduce yourself and.
Yeah, I'm Gavin Glynn. I have been with this park for 20 years, which is unusual because it's like the military, we're placed in parks outside of our community. But so I'm unique in that way that I've been here 20 years. So whenever the director feels that they can't make it, they ask me to step up. And so I have a letter from Astrid, and it says, unfortunately, I'm feeling under the weather this morning and will not be coming into work. I'd like you to present this for the committee. Thank you for welcoming me to the SSH Betty H. Potter community. I am thrilled to be here and look forward to doing all under the weather and going to be out, wait, that's switched. And look forward to doing all. In the meantime, if anyone likes to connect with me, she left her email, astrid.vidagrand@lacity.org. She wanted to announce our free enrichment classes started last week, and we are excited to announce that most classes have reached full capacity. Please check with someone from the South Seas House team to inquire about ages and times available. Our after-school club, youth activity classes, and sports clinics start on October 2nd. We have some enrollments, but are going to be building up enrollment interest. We have started sharing flyers on our social media. Please follow us at South Seas House and Instagram at South Seas House, at South_Seas_House to keep up with most of our current events. We did the after-school program for Mid-City Prescott for 10 years, 12 years, and then they started their own program. And so then we had to go, and then Clicks came in, and we had 25 students from there. We picked them up in the van, but the general manager of the park lives at, what's the name of the park?
Vineyard.
Thank you, Vineyard. And so he lives over there. So the parent chose that park because the general manager is also a founder of Click. So basically we lost both of our after school programs. So Astrid's working very hard with 24th Street, Carson Gore, any street street, every school in the area to build up the after-school program. And the Halloween Spook Fest will take place on Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, from 4 to 8 p.m. We're going to have activities for all ages, and if there's someone who'd like to volunteer, we usually have volunteers in the front, are interested, please email her at astra.villagran@lacity.org. And then she announced, Ms. Curry, the UNC STEM team and I have connected, and we're working on starting the process of clearing volunteers for the program. Donations. If anyone has any Halloween decor, craft supplies, hot glue gun, yarn, glue, paint, etc., they would like to donate to the South Sea South, please contact someone from the SSH team. And she wants me to report any questions you guys have of her. And the last thing she added, she sent a second email, and she wanted to know that the Tiny Tots program upstairs is going really well, and we're at capacity, so we're trying to open up a second class.
Yeah.
And another class of 6 students. So please spread the word to parents out there. I was just sharing with Teresa, you know, every year it's a wave, it's a change what people want. And we have teenagers, so we do a teen club. But now it seems to be daycare. It seems to be really
It's a big deal.
a big need in the area. And, you know, my daughter-in-law is looking at a place for my granddaughter that's $1,300 a week, I would say. Right, we're $250 a month,
Right,
right?
so that needs to be advertised. People are looking for childcare. This is a good opportunity.
So we're very pleased, the entire staff, very pleased with our new director.
That's exciting.
Thank you, Gavin. So, Donna, can you tell us a little bit about the parade that happens for the Halloween?
And what's wonderful about it, it's run by a parent who used to live in the area, and she is part of a band, a brass, whatever band. It was lovely. They started 7th Avenue, gather in the afternoon, and march from 7th Avenue on 25th all the way to the park here. And they have opportunity to sit and talk, give away bags of candy and other things, and the neighborhood will be supporting them. It was very cute.
Oh,
The police came out and Tyler, and they actually led them, so it was safe as they walked up the street. So very exciting.
we had 120 children,
Yes.
120, and I was like, where do they live?
They came from all over. She
Right,
got it
from
all
from
over.
Below West
At
End.
Jefferson Park, I think.
She did a very good job on social media. There were dogs with their families, babies and small children, and anyone who wants to participate, basically. So it was a lot of fun.
So do we think they're gonna do it on Tuesday, October 31st again, or they'll do it on the weekend?
I'm sure it's going to be either Sunday. It feels like it to me,
Okay.
but I will have more information. I've talked to her about it.
We just assisted the park, but next year we want to have activities. I mean, this year I should say, you know what I mean? We were like, this is 120 kids all in the park and they're playing. There was a couple of tables for the candy and
Opportunities to
stuff. We were
sign
like,
up.
Right.
we can have all these activities.
Yeah.
So, and you could do it on a Sunday? I mean,
Yeah, we
she
work
could
on a
staff
Sun-
people on
right.
a Sunday?
Yeah, wasn't it like that? It was like,
Yeah, you did.
because Halloween was on a Monday, so they did it on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great.
So that's an excellent opportunity, and I'm hopeful. We are, as I said, West Adams Avenues, supporting them, giving funds to them to help make it better. So she's looking for others.
Gavin, you'll let her know that it's scheduled for,
What happened?
you'll let Astrid know that it's gonna be scheduled for that Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she can start planning staffing.
That's the 29th.
Right.
The 20.
And I'm not totally sure, but
Oh.
Gavin, you will know, 'cause,
That's October 29th, right?
Yeah.
Chanel,
That's the tentative date.
just all about it, because she doesn't know anything about it.
Right.
And Astrid needs unless she came last
Do you
year.
remember what time it started? Was it noon or 2?
I think it was around 2 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it wasn't noon. I'm gonna say it was about 2.
Right.
And that's a great opportunity, as you mentioned, to
To
sign
sign up.
people up.
Right, that was
You
the
know-
thing, we missed an opportunity.
There was a lot of
We
small
had something
children.
set up, we could have really
Yes.
fostered this.
Yeah.
So you'll have plenty. I'm gonna make sure she reaches out to you or Astrid. I'll email her tonight. So it's a great idea, opportunity and idea. Anybody who's interested in volunteering will be a good chance.
So now we're gonna move on to, Allison Curry. Hey, Allison.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, good afternoon. I was so hoping to be there in person, but the morning day ran over, or so my morning commitments. So, but I couldn't make it. But yes, I'm very, very excited to be here. Looking forward to working with South Seas House. As was stated, my name is Allison Curry, and I work with USC's K through 12 STEM Center. I'm responsible for all their community outreach and development. And basically, the K through 12 STEM Center, we work on exposing students to STEM activities and non-school environments. So one thing that's really special about our program is it's a lot of hands-on activities as opposed to us just talking to students about what it is and how it happens. It's more so us just giving students an opportunity to engage with the activities and the projects that we work on for them to get that real understanding of how some of our technologies work. We do coding, automation, AI, robotics, environmental science and engineering, as well as rocketry. And again, it's the thematic lessons that our volunteers who are student mentors in the USC School of Engineering, they come in and support the students with executing whatever task it is that they plan for that day. We meet once a week, 60 to 90 minutes, depending upon the age limit of the students that we are working with. And if opportunities sometimes do arise for us to take field trips, sometimes it is just as much as coming to USC to look at our makerspace and just, it's really just primarily about exposing students to fields in STEM, as well as how STEM operates, with the hopes that they will begin to pursue careers in the STEM fields.
Well, if I could just interject for just 1 second, kudos to Donna Jones, who participated in the STEM collective, and she would go every month and she would talk, and Darren Gray reached out to her and said, look, we have a small grant, we'd like to do a pilot program, can I come in and talk to you? So Donna and I and the previous park director, we met with Darren, and we had a big event, Movies in the Park, and one of the staff members canvassed all of the families that were here with their children. So we got a lot of people identified the different categories, aeronautics, rocketry, I guess is the term you use, robotics, coding. I think, I'm sure the new director has the list of what was most requested. So we're happy about that. So if I understand correctly, you said it'd be 1 day a week, and then is this going to last for the entire term? Like for the entire term, there would be, they would study coding, or every week they would study something else?
Well, it really just depends upon what we're working on, because sometimes it won't be that, like, again, first of all, depending upon the age range of the children, like the attention span, we have to think about the fact they've already been in school all day. And so then to come and engage with someone else for an extended period of time, in addition, if there is homework, because of course, schoolwork is our priority to make sure the students are finished and on track with what is required from them in school. But then depending upon the age, it's anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. And it is, as I said, once a week. And it really depends upon what we're working on. So say, for instance, if we're building rockets, we may not be able to get from the construction of the rocket to the launch of a rocket in one period. So then that would carry on. And I did speak to Astrid about that, because we will load in whatever materials that we're going to be using for that period of time. We'll load that in, leave that secured at South Sea's house. And then once we finish rockets, then we'll load that out, and then we'll load in coding or robotics or, whatever it is. So we do have a program, a curriculum that will extend through the entire school year. But again, in terms of pacing, ideally it's 2 to 3 sessions for each activity, but depending upon the engagement, how quickly the students move through it, that really is a determinant upon how long we will take before we move on to the next thing. But ideally, like the purpose of this program is to expose them to the different avenues and career paths within STEM. So it's really going to be a little bit of everything, kind of like a smorgasbord throughout the entire year.
Really exciting. We're so happy for the opportunity to open up something again here for youth in that area. It will never be an athletic park, but we can definitely be an opportunity to do something they're not going to be exposed to normally after school, wherever they are. So we're excited, and we definitely want to support and get this out there. I guess Astrid and her boss have a way of getting it out and getting the sign up started. When do you anticipate starting?
Well, it was really about when Astrid and I had a meeting last week. And so it's really about once we have the students in place, we're ready to go. So
Okay.
as soon as you all are ready to go, we can, jump in and do that. We've already talked about the potential schedule and everything. But then again, it was just Astrid talking to her boss and about I hate that word, but curating the students. Once we get the students together to engage with us. And once we have secured a date, that was the one thing too, that we were looking to solidify. So once the date is solidified, and I'm listening to you all talk about the Halloween activity, that could be a really great place for us to do our flyers, to have them presented for people to sign up to participate in the program. So we're ready to go once, you all are ready to go.
That sounds wonderful.
How many people do you, would be the optimum class size, Allison?
Optimum would be 15 to 20.
Okay,
Sounds good.
right. Because I know when the canvassing was done, I don't know, 30 people signed up. And I think they came up with the best age. Do you remember, Donna, was it 10 to 11?
Yeah,
I
something
think it
like
was
that.
something like 10 to 12 or something, but that, I'm sure that survey is around here somewhere, and maybe,
Yeah, they
hopefully she
signed up
gave it
and
to
we're excited. So
Yeah.
hopefully they will be able to follow up with that group. And if not, get it out and advertise it, just as they're doing very well with their Play LA. There may be kids in that program who want to come in for this. So
oh,
it's exciting to get this going as soon as possible for me.
Yes. And we're just as excited to be there. We're really looking forward to bringing the technology to the community.
Yes.
so we're looking at 15 to 20 students. Because we can also help Astrid as she's promoting it here. The neighborhood council can put it on, we can do an e-blast on our net newsletter, and we can also put it on our website. But my feeling is it's a free class where your child can learn about STEM and maybe get a day trip or a field trip to USC to find out more about it. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult.
Not going to be a hard sell.
Yeah, no.
No,
I can't see
it
that.
never is actually.
And it's so exciting. I mean, robotics, the idea of children constructing a rocket and then taking it outside and actually shooting it up is, and we have a huge, I don't know if you've been to our park, but as Donna said, we're not an athletic park. We do have a basketball court, but we have a huge expanse where those kind of activities can take place. So
Yeah, so no, we're really excited, and we can support with the flyers as well. As soon as, as I said, the last time I spoke to Astrid, she was going to go back to her boss to determine what would be the best date for us to begin. And so as soon as we have that, we can get ready to go.
Okay.
Well, we're excited. Any way we can, I can support Teresa from the community. We're excited to help. Because we meet every second Wednesday, we can also get it out, an opportunity to blast it out, as well as your list we can get to people.
And Donna Jones is also the chairperson of the West Adams Avenues Association. She has a big meeting once a month, and she gets many, many community members to attend. So hopefully we'll have a date or have something. So if by chance we don't have a sufficient amount of students, she can mention that at her meeting. So
Right.
Yeah,
And
for
right
sure.
now, our tentative, so when we looked at our availability in South Seas, our tentative dates are either a Tuesday from 1:30 to 2:30, or a Friday afternoon between the windows of 2:30 to 5. Like that's the window for Friday. So Tuesday we have 1:30 to 2:30 available, or we can do it on Friday between 2:30 and 5 o'clock.
and Astrid's going to get back to you after she talks to her supervisor to
Correct.
firm up these dates. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Michael, David, Aaron?
I have a comment. There's quite a few young kids at the apartments on Adams right off of 11th. Maybe I'll try and advertise there.
That'd be great. Wherever, they're walking distance, and the opportunity for
Yeah.
them to get into a program and their parents know where they're safely going to be should be pretty good. If they go to schools locally, then that make it easy too.
Yes.
We'll get some flyers from Monica, not Monica, sorry, from Astrid. I'm sorry. We'll get a flyer from Astrid and then try to.
Yes.
Yes. We've been, Donna and I became chair people about a year ago. With Neighborhood Council has chairmanships for about a year long term. And when Donna and I started, it was the main thing. She said, let's get a STEM program. How can we get a STEM program? And we have a computer lab upstairs. I was like, yeah, we need to start doing a computer lab. And we have a lot of seniors. So we've been, we did a survey to get, but doesn't make a difference. We're here now. We have a new park director, and we're going to start doing some great things. So that's the
Yeah,
important
she,
thing.
I think, went to Prescott, the new director, went to the school around the corner to Prescott.
Right, yeah.
And so, she definitely there, a math focus school, as well as she lives local. So that's a good opportunity to engage the community because she's here and lives in the area. So.
Yes, we worked very hard. That was a K through A school, and the community talked it up, and now it's grade 1 through 5, 2 classes each, and they all matriculate to LACES. And it's extremely popular. They've had to add 2 more classes, but very exciting. And it's a very unique thing in Los Angeles. We're the only city in the United States where the school board does not report to the mayor to prevent corruption. So we need more things. We need more bridge programs like this, because the city is this, the park district is here. But if we can bring it together with innovative bridge work, this is fantastic.
And being that
Definitely.
USC is my alma mater, and I'm so excited you don't know. Anything you want to bring to South Seas House, we're working with you.
Oh, great. I'm glad to
Well,
hear
thank you
that.
very much.
UCLA. Sorry, touching a cold.
Yeah.
Gavin was just saying UCLA. So.
Well, I
He's
straddle the
having
fence. I straddle the fence. I have a degree from USC and a degree from UCLA, so I go either way.
Well.
Well, okay, so thank you very much, Allison. Appreciate you coming in. We're really excited. We'll just, the next few weeks, we'll just stay up to date with Astrid, and if by chance anything comes up, certainly reach out to me or Donna, and we'll get us on, keep us on track, because I can't tell you, as Donna said, we're really, really excited about it. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
selecting
Have a good
South's
evening.
House.
All right.
Okay,
You also,
bye-bye.
thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so. All right, so the next, as I mentioned, Donna and I have been on the chairing this committee for a year. We're gonna step aside and do some other things. So we're looking forward, want to discuss possible new leadership. And Erin, I don't know you, but welcome. Are you here to discuss that with us?
Hi, I'm not. My name is Erin. I
Oh.
am a social work intern at Youth Build Koreatown, which opened just I think earlier this month. So we're a new school site. It's a charter school for students aged 15 to 25 that traditional high school didn't work out for them. And also they can earn their high school diploma tuition free. And we also have a recording arts program, so they can learn about that as well. So I'm just here to learn more about some of the I guess goings on in the community, options for resources I might be able to share with our students, and also to just meet other folks in the neighborhood and community. So thank you for having me, but I'm just here to learn.
Oh, no problem.
All right, well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So as I mentioned, Don and I are stepping down. And if anybody else is interested, please, the next governing board meeting, October the 5th or something like that. I don't know, Michael, when is the governing board meeting? We're gonna
The
have that on the agenda.
Fifth, I think it's the 5th, October 5th, Thursday. Or is it Wednesday?
No, it's Thursday.
Yeah, that would be the
So
October
we're gonna
5th.
it's gonna be on the,
Third, fourth.
okay. So are you interested, Michael, in chairing the Recreation and Parks Committee?
No, I don't have time to chair. It's not, it's just, I've got too many other things going on. Sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's precisely what me and Teresa feel. We gave it a shot. We're still going to be active and involved in the park because it's important to the community, but we're hoping that others will come in and get involved in carrying on a program, because it's really important. Healthy park program really improves the community. We all know that.
And there's a new park director now who's very community, and we did really experience that during our tenure. So this new park director, Don and I are still going to try to, and I know Michael, you want to work on that too, to get some funding or figure out what we're going to do with this Isidore House.
Yes.
But we'll be doing that on the side, not through this committee. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to get some
Yeah,
traction on that, but it's just difficult. I see the difficulties you guys are going through.
Yeah, we haven't given up. We will focus energy on improvements locally. We're all good with all the other parks doing well, but it's important to us that South Seas and Isidore both go forward and improve in any way they can. And that's definitely going to be a part of our West Adams Avenues, not just the neighborhood council. So that's where we are. We're just hopeful. We're trying to get some parents from Kenny Heights or Jefferson Park or any area that want to help make things happen at the parks all around, including Benny Potter. And
Right.
either way, Benny Potter will.
Each each LA Rexon Park services a 1 mile circumference. So it can be a mile that way, a mile
Yes,
that way,
yes.
a mile this way.
So if you know anyone who's interested, have time and would like to put some energy in developing and supporting the program, we do have a director who lives locally and wants to see that happen, so pass the word.
And we've had the opposite. We didn't have this committee, which I'm so grateful to have this committee. But we had the other way around. Our director, Carlton, was the UNNC board member. We've had it that way.
Right.
But now that we have a committee, that would be.
Good.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else. John and I are gonna put together a little PowerPoint and give an update when we have the governing board meeting to illustrate all of the, not all, but many of the accomplishments we had during our tenure here. So if anybody, as Donna said, is interested, if you know some, I mean, we have a lot of young families. We see them using the park. Those parents are the people who should be stepping up and can, you know, make an impact. One thing that we weren't as successful with is generating community involvement, because I think coming out of the pandemic, and there were specific things that we want to try to accomplish, but I think the next director should, chairperson should think about generating more community participation, especially with the young families who frequent the park, so.
And certainly when we saw the Easter egg hunt, there were
Oh my
hundreds.
So many
The
people showed
movies
up.
in the park, families came from all over the place, so it's not because there aren't local people who have children of the right age group. And they don't have to do it on their own. We just need people to understand, develop a community of sharing and work together. We had two really good groups. A group, Maeve, for mothers in West Adams at our festival. They were there. And then the other group was, I'm trying to think, the group that had the kids building things. So there are many people, and we have plenty of
Discovery.
kids, yeah, to discover, rediscover.
Rediscover, yeah.
So we had a couple of things happening at the festival for kids that we hadn't had before. And it really went over well, because people were, we always do face painting, but we had a group that is from the local area as well as Rediscover, and they both came out big. And
Right.
we had something for kids to do other than run wildly through the streets. So it was great.
Sarah Longhenry, a board member, is on that, Maeve, yes.
So maybe we can
Our,
get them to get involved somewhere.
Our voting demographics have shifted radically in 3 short years. The Black community has gone from 34% to 29%, unfortunately. The Latinos are 29%, Caucasians are 29%, and Asians are 14%. For other, whoever, 14 are Asian and others, poor people, it's like, who gets to be called other? But we've had radical changes in 3 short years. So the dynamics of the park, the needs and the community, and it's an incredibly inclusive community. We have retiree Korean couples that are buying the duplexes on what's the last street? Bronson?
Mm-hmm.
And an enormous amount of retired Korean couples that just, find this a beautiful place to retire. You know what I mean? And, you have the Rosa Parks there too. But at 25th Street, I keep telling Donna, we need to make that an extension of the park because it's.
Oh, yeah, it is. Walking and
It's
dog-
walking, the
dog
dogs.
walking, children. And that's why we're trying to,
Get those young parents.
yes, and slow the traffic.
Oh, and slow the traffic, yes.
Traffic modification along 25th.
Oh, I
So
would love to see.
our
it on
whole
the parks.
area is really
There you go.
important. This park is so important, so.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, David, very
And-
much so.
They put one in front of University High School. I'm a teacher. They put one to University, and it's the answer to everything. It was just parents dropping. Oh, it was just horrible. People crossing the street and they're waiting. Now we have a roundabout. It's fantastic. The parents have to slow down and go around, and it's safe to walk across the street. Everybody knows when it's okay to cross. I wanted one in front of Bob's house forever.
Oh, yeah, well, it's gonna probably end up at 6 and 10 And then
Right.
some other slow opportunities with just slow down with 15 miles an hour
Oh,
on them like,
well,
so anything we can start with, I'm for.
right.
We've got to, do something because it's really crazy. So now we're talking about something entirely different,
Sorry.
but we're excited with the idea of maybe we can get the, more families with small children or have, interest in turning South Seas Isadore into learning opportunities. But we're just excited that USC has finally been called and they answered.
Yeah.
Because we've been trying, you know that, since
Did
when
I
we
hear
had
him say
the,
something about a roundabout?
yes, we did, and we will be talking about that at our next meeting.
Well, and
Yeah, I know
this is
Michael
the-
brought it up in our last thing, but was there anything officially decided?
Well, we're hoping, but
Oh, okay,
definitely our October meeting, we're talking about traffic modification
good.
for 25th.
right.
Yes,
Because 25th is a big deal,
It is a dog park, it is a walking park, it is the new Santa Monica Stairs.
Yes, it is.
Because it's a mile, you can go from Rosa Parks to here and you
Yes.
know you're done with the mile.
Hi, David, go ahead.
I just was going to point out that this one has like a temporary rubber barrier around it and a tree in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
cool.
this was in Culver City. I was on a bike ride and saw it there.
Wow, that's something we don't have. So
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about definitely trying to begin with something, and then before they know it, they'll have
are the
planters
streets,
and a pool in the
are the
middle of the
are the
street.
streets wide enough to accommodate a roundabout?
Yes.
What intersection would you be targeting?
For sure, go down, drive down Cimarron off Adams going south, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Oh, they have?
Cimarron off
Yes.
Adams.
I didn't know that.
I thought we were talking about 25th.
You heard Cimarron?
Yeah, you can see one there.
I'm just saying, if you want to see what it looks like.
Oh, I know what it looks like. What I was asking is, are our streets wide enough to accommodate a roundabout for traffic? Is the intersection itself large enough?
Well, what we're saying is they are obviously being done for a street our size. Our streets are a bit wider.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I just wanted to see what they did with a narrower street.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And so
Culver City
again, I asked the
Street
same question. What intersections are we targeting? Have we decided to target an
Well,
intersection?
First, sixth and 10th are the main streets we're trying to start
idea.
with that.
Excellent.
Because, coming off Adams, it's crazy.
Oh, no, I understand.
And
I think 6th and 10th is an excellent place to start. They're the busiest
Yes.
because of the overpass.
And then we
Okay.
could build further out, going west and east.
At 6th and 10th, I walk my dogs 3 days. At 6th and 10th, this is what I always have to step in
Yeah.
and they see me because they're all on their phone and going through the stop sign.
Yes.
They're going right through. They don't know where the stop sign is yet. You're like, do you see me?
A stop sign is a suggestion along that area, so.
I videotaped that area, and three out of 4 cars did not stop. And I did it for 40 cars.
Right. Wow. So that's our next topic at our meeting for October 13th. Traffic modification and so we'll be talking about that as well.
Donna,
So-
another top.
Now, go ahead.
What
ahead,
happened
David.
about the doors? Did they find the doors that they'd taken down, or?
They did find the doors and they're on their way back here. The 10th district requested they be returned. And we're waiting
Excellent.
for that. Mhm.
Are they
So
going to
I'm
install
gonna
them?
follow up. Huh?
Are they going to reinstall them, or they?
They say they're damaged. I would love, once they get back here, for you to see what they're talking about.
Okay.
You
Yeah, and I also talked to Laura about the restoration of those doors, and I mentioned that that's something that you do, David.
Mhm.
So maybe if you can evaluate them, like Donna said, or we can have Laura. So there's another artisan who restores doors, but between you and this other person, we can get those doors restored. They weren't
Okay.
so damaged. I know the locking mechanism needed updating, but whatever lock is here, we could use that locking mechanism.
Oh yeah, David has taken our door apart.
Yeah, so
They're saying they were seriously damaged, termite damage and other damage on both of them. I don't believe anything they say, so we just want to look at the extent. I think they even broke the glass that
Oh,
was in the
no.
door that I hear. I'm not sure, but we're still waiting for them to be returned. I have no idea why they haven't been. And Laura and I went to the cultural affairs meeting, which was, I think, last Thursday. And they do have the opportunity for public comment. And I raised my hand. I didn't even know it's like a webinar. So I was the first hand up and had no idea whether they could, because it's really bad, the sound. But I just spoke and explained to them that it being a monument, they needed to oversee the house a little better, and that the doors had been removed. We weren't sure where they were, and that we had some problems with Recreation and Parks caretaking of this house. So, and then Laura came in behind me and spoke. So we'll go again if need be, but, what is his name?
Lambert.
Lambert and Ken Bernstein were at the meeting, knew about it, and they did not come in after us and say one word. So I just wanted you to know, we're going to stay on their tails about this, so. That's
Thank
the
you.
latest. Mhm.
Okay, well, if we don't have anything else, I'm just gonna go ahead and adjourn the meeting.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate
Thank you.
your time, efforts, and if you know
Bye.
anyone else who's interested in picking up with a group, it doesn't matter, to keep the park committees going. Benny Potter will have, under West Adams Avenues, opportunities and support. We're still going to do that because that's what we do, so. Thank you for coming. We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
All right, good night, everyone. And thank you too, Erin.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks for coming.